Hi guys, it's me, Jacqueline, again, and this is week 4 with the little angelfish, and I bought some Poly-fil, 100% fiber fil, and it's made in the USA. I love products that are made in the USA. I try to buy everything that is made in the USA. Sometimes you just can't, but I am always looking for stuff made in the USA, and I buy it over anything else. So this is just Crafter's Choice. Poly-fil is not sponsored video, but I bought this to replace this. And let me tell y'all, it is dusty. I do apologize. This stuff has really cleared up the water. I just changed it with I took my old filter out after 4 weeks. It was just nasty, 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 guys. And it's actually making the water look a lot clearer. And I've got my air stone over here bubbling away, and it's clearing up the water. It's clearing it up good. I just fed them. So that was kind of the test, and you can see it's circulating around. It's sucking up dirty, like you can see the particles sucking in, and it's just pushing the dirty particles in, and it's clearing it up tremendously. And there's some more food falling right there in the center. And I also bought this, the 5-in-1 Easy Strips. It's not going to want to adjust. Here we go. Accurate Aquarium Strips, 30-second check off. Nitrates, hardness, pH, nitrite, and alkalinity. And you just dip and read it. From my understanding, it's safe to just dip it in there, but I pulled it out in a cup and checked it that way. So here it is. You want it in the safe range, obviously. You don't want it in the unsafe. That's really dark pink. And then you also want this in the safe range. Now with my angels, angelfish do prefer soft water. Mine are doing okay with it this color. It's still considered soft, but it's kind of in between the soft and hard. And they're doing just fine with this, like this. Now their alkalinity is on up here. Like, it says ideal, but angelfish likes theirs acidic. But so far, mine are doing okay in the 180 range. And the pH in this tank is kind of a color in between these two, 7.8, 7.2. So they like theirs acidic, but they're doing just fine with it up here in the 7.8 range in the alkaline. I'm sorry, I told y'all this up here was this, but they're up here in the 180 range. So they're doing okay with it like that. Now their nitrite, they're up here in this light colored pink. Again, they're doing okay. They don't seem too stressed. However, I had just changed that filter, and it was super, super nasty, and that could have played into factor. I just done a water change yesterday, so it shouldn't have been, you know, this color of pink or this color of pink. Their pink in this range was right here. It says safe. However, I don't like it. I don't want them to have nitrates in their water too much. So it's in the safe range, but it's getting close to this unsafe, if y'all know what I mean. It's like right there. It's in between them two colors, and it's more this color than this. It is in the safe range. But again, I just took that nasty filter out and checked my water. I wasn't thinking, but that probably had a lot to do with it. I done a water change yesterday. So in theory, it should not have been up here towards the unsafe. But this little thing is nifty to have. It costed like 11 bucks from Walmart. This is a good thing to have if you have angelfish. And I think I've talked to y'all a little bit about this. I got 6-way test on my chlorine and hardness, pH, total alkalinity, and stabilizer. This right here has got the glue on it, but it always shows up ideal low and low when I check for the chlorine. This is the chlorine, and it's always very, very low. It's like not even this yellow. It's like low. You don't want it up here in these greens for them. And then my hardness is always right in between these two colors. So it's good there. My alkalinity usually shows up on this one right here. And this one right here. And then my stabilizer is usually right here on this 50. So their water is good. I wasn't even thinking whenever I changed that filter out that it would release some of that nitrates and really make it show towards that unsafe. But, you know, I wasn't thinking. So I'll have to test it again. And they don't like that. They just don't like that LED light. They just don't. Like, I'm going to have a flash on, but you turn that light off and they just go swimming. They absolutely do not like that LED light, which I know angelfish prefer, you know, darker, you know, more neutral light. But they were getting used to the LED light. But there they are, happy as can be. And I'll be doing a water change again. So, thanks for watching, guys. I hope that encourages y'all to use Poly-fil as a filter. It's really cleaning this up, and it's not as murky looking, not murky, but you know what I mean, cloudy. And from my understanding, you can have a bacteria bloom up until like 6 months after putting the fish in. So, may just have to deal with that until then, and just hope that it all settles down. For the most part, it's crystal clear, but like I said, I had took out that old filter and then put in this Poly-fil, so it's working its magic. And they just ate, so now they're picking at the ground. I had bought them these Tetra Mini Tropical Crisps. They did not like them. And this is exactly what they look like. They're like green and red and brown. Try and get this to focus. Sorry about that, y'all. Yeah. Concentrated color, concentrated growth, and health. So, I'm not worried about their color. They are really turning blue, and then the other ones are turning that pretty gold. But it says 1 crisp per inch of length. So it doesn't take very much of this stuff right here for the little fishies in there. But they didn't really like them. I mean, they ate them, but they prefer their flakes, and they still don't really care for bloodworms. But they'll eat them. They're eating them now. So, but there they are, happy little guys. And y'all don't have to subscribe, but you can if you want to. I plan on doing these updates for you guys and some tips and tricks that I've kind of learnt over the years doing this. I'm just now getting back into like the angelfish thing, and there's a whole lot going on with angelfish now that, like back in my day, you just bought them and, you know, let them raise the eggs. From my understanding, you actually raise them, you know, on their own in their own little tank. But I always had the mother and father raise their own little fish. But with that said, I didn't have all these other little critters in there with them. So they always took care of the offspring, and of course I would do the brine shrimp and, you know, stuff like that to feed them, let them grow. And there's Bullseye getting really big. But alright guys, thanks for watching. Y'all have a great day. Bye.